Good evening and welcome to the live stream of F1 VCS. Today we are about to launch the first cars of Season 6, and first one we have Arrows F1 Team driven by Shadowblade and Thomas Tommaso. We have Gitimoto here today with us commentating, but we are going to take him after the first video when we are looking at photos of the Arrows F1 Team. It's time to begin this live stream. Have fun.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
So, that was the car of Arrows F1 Team driven by Shadowblade and Thomas Tommaso. Moto, what do you think about that car? It's a very red and black car, and it's one of the best cars maybe on the grid?
Yeah, I think it looks nice. It's basic red and black, but
yeah.
I like it. It's simple but really clean.
Yeah, here as we can see from the photos, unfortunately for the viewers, Moto is 3 or 4 seconds late. But as we can see here, the car on the different tracks, especially if the sun is coming towards the car, it looks very cool. And with these photos, it's completely red. But when you're taking a closer look, it's not. So maybe that's going to make a little tweak for the commentators that, oh, the car is now red, but oh, it's not. So could that make a little tweak?
Yeah, it's like when sun is shining, it's completely red, but then when it's like shadows, it's like Alfa Romeo red, like wine red.
Yeah, it looks like Alfa Romeo a little bit. And this team in the standings, unfortunately for the people who is watching our website, that link in the description, who is watching our websites from the phone, they cannot see the main color of the team in the Constructor Championship photo, but if you're using your desktop to watch the website, then you can see them. It's the same color as Sauber was last season. But next car that's going to be released is going to be Sunburst F1 Team by Nuuti93 and M. Sippala. And as we can see from the logo, the car is going to be red and black once again. So it's going to be another red-black car. And, well, let's talk about the drivers at this point. Nuuti has been very strong in Kofin, that's another Finnish league. He has been very strong there, and he really challenged me yesterday in Azerbaijan. But he's so strong. If he doesn't make any mistakes, he has a chance to win several races this season. And Sippala's PlayStation, unfortunately, is broken down, so he might miss the first 3 races, which is not very good, but at least Nuuti can get some points after Australia, which he's missing. Do you think Nuuti has any chance this season to even be a contender in the championship fight?
Maybe. It depends a lot if he makes mistakes. I don't really know what his pace is, so I'm just trusting you at
Yeah.
this point.
But hopefully
Uh,
we can see another young driver fighting in the championship. It's time to release Sunburst F1 Team. Here as we can see, this is the Sunburst F1 Team car. It's once again the red black, and it's nearly the same livery as we had with arrows, but this time it's the Sunburst default. So they didn't use that much resources to get a car. Of course, C+ PlayStation was broken down, but the car looks still very cool. Anyway, it's like default car. And some of the guys have used lots of resource points on competition points to get the car liveries. So this car looks very cool in my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, it's really close to arrows, but yeah, I don't like, or I like the basic design. Also, it's not bad at all. So yeah, you don't need to like have many credits to buy a good car. So yeah.
Yeah, here you can really see that it doesn't need that much to have a good car, and it's enough if the colors are correct. That if the colors for the car is perfect, then you can make a very cool car, even not spending any time. Of course, it's more respectful if you use more competition points. The cars, for example, if you buy those 5.5k costing cars, so you can see there that it has been really hard working to get that livery. And but we have still very many cars that has used lots of competition points coming later in this stream. But do you have anything else to say about this car? As we have seen this looping video right now.
Not really. It's just it might be hard to like see which drivers are driving it when, or what team is it when it's so close to the previous one.
Yeah, it
So,
might be. Hopefully the commentators.
little challenging for commentators.
Yeah. But now let's move to this next car. It's going to be BMB Monnaie Racing, driven by Road 6614 and Teriyaki 125. As we can see from the logo is black and white, but when we go to the car, it's completely white. So the logo can a little bit shake your eyes, but when you see the car, it's actually not a black car. So, but let's talk about the drivers again. Road and Teriyaki. Road finished 11th, I guess, last season in the championship fight, and he done only 5 races because he joined so late. So is he another contender to win a championship or at least fight for the wins? Or is it just a casual Sunday driver who is taking those 8 points on the grid and just staying behind all the leaders who are fighting from the race wins? What do you think?
Well, we will see. It's hard to tell now. He had quite good last season, even though he didn't race many races. 11th is quite good. For how many races he?
I think 5 or 6,
drove?
so not that much.
Yeah. So compared to that, it's quite good
Yeah.
result.
It's time to release the BMB Monnaie Racing. So as we can see, here are a few photos about the BMB Monnaie Racing, and the car is very cool. It's like nearly completely white, but then there's only black things are the Monnaie in the sideboard, and then actually it's white in the rear wing. But the car looks extremely good, and it's one of my favorites going into this season. What do you think?
Yeah, it's also so far my favorite. It's so like clean. I personally like white cars. I absolutely love them usually. So I like this really much. And what I saw, the Monnaie sponsor is like gray or white, black. It depends on the shadows and things. But when it's in sunlight, it's just white. You don't see it. So I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like, as people could say, it's a dark horse on the track, but this time actually it's white horse on the track and you cannot see it, so it's nearly invisible when going on the track. Hopefully drivers can see it, but still, it's like very, very cool car, but the only bad thing might be that that might be impossible to see at some angles, but hopefully it's not. The next car that is going to be released within 40 seconds is going to be PurpleWarrior Xenon F1, driven by Dion Gamer and Nexus Leroy. The car is going to be completely pro. I can already say it at this point. There's only black things are the sponsors. But Dion Gamer had a very strong season last year with Williams. He finished, I guess, 13th in the Drivers' Championship. And Nexus Leroy was sitting in the commentary box, so we have no idea what his pace is going to be this season. Hopefully this car can give them some strong performance, and Dion Gamer can give some tips to the Nexus Leroy for racing lines. It's time to release this car.
Did I really just forget that melody? When I popped off, then your girl gave me just a little bit of lot.
So as we can see here, the car is completely purple. It's not the pink there at the left, but it's the purple one here. And this car looks very cool, in my opinion. And what do you think? It's not like Pink Panther, or is it a Pink Panther?
Well, not exactly. I would say it's like our league's Pink Panther. It really pops up from others really well, and you can't miss it in the track when you're racing.
Yeah, you can't. You know automatically that, oh, that's Dion Gamer or Nexus Leroy in front of you if you just watch at the back of the car, so...
Yeah.
It's very simple to, unfortunately, in the track map you cannot see it because everyone is white there, but on track you can see the car very easily. And
yeah, it's nice that we have something that is different pretty much.
yeah,
I think no one has the same color.
no, this is the only Pink Panther we are going to have this season, so it's like it's going to be a classic that every F1 grid has to have at least one Pink Panther. And I don't know why, but of course if the drivers were females it would be even more cool have a Pink Panther on the track, but it's like it's very cool car on the track, and especially if the sun is like going straight into the car. The pink, just the light flashes so well from the car, as we can see from the video. Of course it's in Bahrain, so and at day, so we cannot see the real one at night, but we can see that in 2 weeks, or actually within 1 week. Next week we can see this track in action in Bahrain, maybe. But this is going to be
so.
This is again one
At
of the
least.
best cars on the grid this season.
Yeah, might be. At least the best one which pops up in the track.
Is that's the one sure thing this season, that this car is the most easiest to spot on the track. That's one trophy awarded already. So
Yeah.
yeah, something positive in the car. But now we can see the next car that is going to be released is going to be Ferrari G.O.A.T Racing Distort. This is maybe the most interesting name choice this year. Like, Ferrari greatest of all time Racing Distort. What do you think about the name? And it's driven by NN and Pure Fantasy.
It's different. At least. I don't know. I don't really mind it. That GOAT thing is, well, it's there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I don't have even words for it. So
yeah,
yeah.
this car is going to be grey and red. And in the standings, if you can see the colors, if you're using the desktop version of the website, there you can see that the color in the standings is going to be grey. So it's not like we can say it's Ferrari, but because we already have 3 other cars, the main color has red, we had to do something and we chose to take a grey for the car. But
Yeah, it's surprisingly popular color this season.
it's time to release this beast. Here we can see the car that it's grey and red, and the helmet actually is very cool next to the car. But here we can see the car completely. It's like the car. It looks good on the track, and especially with the cloudy conditions, you can see it on the track. It's not like completely dark horse on the track, but. This team and drivers have lots of potential to take several times to the main step of the podium. Especially with NN, of course, he finished third in the Drivers' Championship last season, and last season Pure Fantasy was 8th in the Drivers' Championship. So, what do you think? Does this duo have chance to have a constructors title this season?
Might be. Yeah, NN, well, he is really good driver, as we know quite well, and yeah, I think they have good chance, even if they have also luck with them. And with the car, I really like the white sponsors. It really like pops up, and it just looks nice.
Yeah, at least you can see the sponsors from the car. They are like popping up so well that you cannot miss those sponsors on the track. Like we can see here, like 100 meters away, you can see the sponsors from the back of the car. And it looks very cool. But of course the sponsors are not the main thing in the car, it's the coloring, and it's perfect here once again with the livery, so...
Yeah, true, but I think this is the best red car from these.
Yeah, maybe we are just like rating the cars here. That's not a point. Point of the stream, but it's a little bit going to be like it. It's very hard to keep it as a secret.
Yeah,
it's
just our opinions, and this is just my opinion, but still, I don't say any of these are bad. I just like more this one.
Yeah, every car is cool, but of course all the cars in your mind are in the order, and well, of course everyone would say that my car is the best, but everyone has their own opinions and own decisions. But now we are heading to the next car. The next car that is going to be released is going to be Xenon Renault F1 Team. That is going to be my car and mine and Savo's car. I can already tell you that this car is going to be golden. So and literally golden. The color is going to be golden. So and also the results as well. But the car is going to be golden, gold and black, and a little bit white in the front wing. But I know I'm driving this car by myself, but I gotta say that this is maybe one of the best cars again on the grid. and you just can't miss this car on the track. It's like so much different than all other cars. Our car is the only golden car on the grid, so you really can't miss it. So
Yeah. Well, we will see.
we will see that in shortly, very shortly, within 3 seconds. This is Xenon F1 Renault.
Drop it. Yeah. Drop it. Yeah. Drop it. Yeah. Drop it. Yeah.
So as we can see, the car is golden black, and the car looks very cool and unique, as Roth said in the comments. But here we can see the photo from very close to the car. If the sun is coming from the correct angle, this car looks killer. If the sun is coming from the correct angle, yeah, as we can see here, it's the golden is so perfect that's the best gold you can get from in the game. And well, the Renault was because the car is golden and it's like a little bit like yellow. So yeah, this is our car this season. But now it's time to move to the next car. Or do you have any decisions about this car?
Yeah. Nothing to add. Just it looks really cool, and it's again really different with the golden paint, and nice design also.
Next car that is going to be released is going to be Porsche Venus F1 Team, driven by VCS Team and Womble 1401. This is going to be, if I remember correctly, this is going to be a red car. Not 100% sure right now, but I think it was. So we are going to see that within 20 seconds, and then we have, I guess, 3 more cars to be released in this live stream. And then magic is going to happen on the website, but let's come to that back later. But now 5 seconds, and it's time to release the Porsche Venus F1 Team. here we can see this car after a long video that was not lagging. It was VCS team's own edits, but here we can see the car, and correction, it's not red, it's black and white, so, or grey and white, maybe, but as we can see, yeah, grey and is that is grey and black or white and black? I'm not sure. I don't judge. It's something I know that, but the car. What do you think about this? Is it, do the drivers have a chance to win the races this season?
Yeah, I think they have. Actually, good chance, and yeah, I think they will battle hard this season for good places, at least for podiums. And with his car, yeah, I like the red stripe between the grey and black.
Yeah, me too. That's
So-
one of the best parts of the car, actually.
Yeah,
So-
even though it's little, it adds much to the design.
Yeah, the rear wing. Oh, look at that. It looks very cool, actually. I realized it right now. And the front wing has a little red type there at the front, so... Well, this guy is one of the best maybe on the grid, and Sahvo is against my idea in the chat. But...
Oh.
Yeah, one of the best cars on the grid, maybe, this season. Next car that is going to be released is going to be Venus Toyota Racing Team, driven by Deal Warren and Gavin YouTube. This driver duo had a very strong last season. Deal Warren moved to the Mercedes to my teammate after my teammate Sahvo ended up his career, but now he's back, even stronger. I mean Sahvo and Warren as well, maybe. But Warren had a very strong season. He was second, I guess, in one race, and he has the whole season time to win one race to become youngest ever winner in this league. Is it possible?
Yeah, and he was really strong in the pre-season.
Yeah, he was very strong there as well. It's time to release Venus Toyota Racing Team. So, as we can see here, this car is very cool. It's another red and white. And what do you think about this car? Is it how cool in your opinion?
Yeah, it is, and it really looks like it's Toyota. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one thing. If your team name is Toyota, it must look like a Toyota. So
yeah, it's again, it's nice to see different designs that are not like boring or that kind of thing. They have like different shapes and lines, and
yeah, as you can see,
That's kind
the
of thing.
helmet is fitting very well to the car, and maybe one of the best helmets, as we can see at least, for DL Warren.
yeah, it looks really nice with the car.
But these drivers, let's go back to that. Gavin YouTube started during last season. He managed to do only 3 or 4 races, and he was still P16 in the Drivers' Championship. Do you think Gavin has a chance to take podiums or maybe even wins this season? Do you think?
Well, I didn't really look much last season at what happened and that kind of thing. So I can't really say, but I surely hope so. That we have new challengers.
Yeah, that's the point of F1 here, that everyone can even stay on the same lap or even in the 2 sectors maybe. So, but hopefully we can have a lot of talented drivers here, and maybe new drivers who are going to F2, as we have had few inside the league. And we might have one contender to move, and hopefully we don't have to kick any people from F1 back to F2. That would not be very cool, but we have to do it if something bad happens or something goes very wrong. So we have no other options at that point. Hopefully Gavin, YouTube or Dear Warren are not one of those who has to be kicked, or everyone else for as well. The same thing, but this young duo has much potential this season. Next car that is going to be released in 50 seconds is going to be Lincoln Tuck Heuer Racing, driven by Rase 04 and NSXV Niemi. And if I have understood correctly, Niemi is an some kind of esports driver. So, do you think Niemi, I think, has won one race in this league? Do you think he's going to take even more wins this season with his Lincoln Tuck Heuer Racing?
Yes, I'm really positive about it. That I think he will get a win or maybe more. Yeah. And I think he will always battle for podium places because he is fast.
Yeah, hopefully Russia is as well this season. But it's time to release the Lincoln Tuck Heuer Racing. Here are the photos of this Lincoln Tuck Heuer Racing by Rase and NSX Niemi. First blue car of the grid, and I can already tell you the last blue car on the grid.
Yeah, but finally a blue car.
Yeah, finally. And it's going to be only blue car. So, if you spot a blue car on the track, you can be sure it's an esports driver or a Rase that didn't have that much pace last season, but hopefully he has this season some pace. But of course every season is different, so everything can happen. But do you think this car, or what are you predicting for championship position for these drivers this season? Are you expecting maybe being high or Rase being high?
I have actually no idea. Of course, I hope they will be high. But who knows? It's really hard to tell again. But yeah.
Yeah, of course every car or every team, the performance is very hard to tell you before the start of the season. But we still have 21 weeks, or actually when there's two breaks, there's going to be 23 weeks of hard working to get some points. And well, I think after the 6 first races we can start telling about performances and what's the pace of different drivers. So
yeah, for sure.
And at that point
we will little bit can look that who are fast, that who are not, and like who can challenge for championship and who might be falling to F2.
Yeah, 25 seconds until GT Moto's car and MP Cannon's as well. Caterham Monnaie F1 Team. This is the only green car on the grid, and it's going to be the only Caterham, or the first Caterham we've ever had in this league. Of course, if we had a race in F1 2012, we would have had a Caterham. But 5 seconds, and it's time to release this car, or we could say this beast. Here we can see the car of Caterham this season. I think, if I remember correctly, this is the only car that has yellow in the car. Am I right? I think I am.
Yeah, it is what I have seen now. It is, and also the only one with green.
Yeah,
I
so
think.
this is a very unique car. So this doesn't have like this. At least you cannot say that this team is copying everyone's ideas. So
Yeah, we just like Pihkanen designed pretty much this one, and then just we thought that, well, let's put Caterham to the name because it looks like Caterham and it has the same colors.
yeah, are you going to do some same kind of like Heikki Kovalainen made an Angry Birds red helmet for a green car? Or are you going to have a green helmet or some kind of looking the same as a car or your own helmet maybe?
Yeah, for now we both have green, yellow, and white helmets that looks good with the car. So for now we don't have any Angry Bird or anything else cartoon character helmets.
Yeah. But right now, once you have seen all the cars, the website link in the description has now been updated to the newest version just 5 seconds ago. So it's your job now, go and check the website that has new videos, all teams are listed on the website, and some kind of bugs that has been on the website has been fixed, so it's as big as F1 2019 1.05 patch was. So it has really been a big one, and now some bad stuff from the, for example, the league names from top of the photo has now been taken away. So the website is now really modern. But thanks for watching this live stream, and Season 6 kicks off this Sunday from Australia at 4 PM UK time. But now with Moto, when we have few viewers still remaining, we are going to speculate the next upcoming season, the drivers who has a chance, and this kind of stuff. If we could first list few drivers who are contenders to win the championship this year, you can start.
Yeah, well, you are, because, well, you are the current champion, and then of course Tahvo is too.
Tahvo
And
has been very strong in the races I have done with him, so
you're probably, or your team is the best one to win the championship, like the best contender. And well, of course we have many challengers like NN also and Niemi.
Yeah, if name is
And
rating active, yeah.
yeah, and of course me and Pihkanen, we are fast, but we are maybe little
Easy for mistakes,
too easy
maybe.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Too
just saying
too
that.
easy for mistakes, so.
Yeah. So we
And
will see.
Nutti has a big chance as well, but it needs some good results and no mistakes. That's the
Yeah.
thing in
And
F1.
little bit of luck, as we all.
Yeah, if you're not lucky, you cannot win a championship. We have always seen that. Of course, last season I was a bit lucky, not lucky, but lucky, as well for the championship. That Jockey had few retirements and few mistakes that were, or not mistakes, few things that were not his fault. But this year we have no Jockey driving here. Maybe next season when the cottages and toes are already started and are already in the halfway. And maybe we don't see you so next season because you're trying to have some tests. I don't know what are those tests in English, but like you're trying to complete the high school. At least that's one thing I know. So the tests for completing it. So
Yeah, the senior high school. Yeah, we have some tests and it's just reading.
3 months
So
of reading, no school, or is it Is it 3 months as well? Is it only two? I don't know, but at least
it's like
at least 2 months
it's
of holiday.
it's 1 to 2 months just reading holiday. So
Yeah.
it might be that I won't race that season, and I might have also some league things in GT Sport. So we will see. It's hard to tell now
Yeah.
because I don't really know
The schools
what's
haven't
going to
even started
happen.
yet, so it's very hard to say how the things are going
Yeah.
to be when the season and schools are starting. Or the season is starting actually this week, but schools are starting for us in 2 weeks. So that's going to make a little tweak for our timings.
But that's sure that I will be here anyway if I don't race.
Yeah,
like,
as an
as
admin,
a
I'll do it.
admin
Yeah.
and so on.
Yeah, but all the time we admins and stewards are hoping for you guys some clean racing, clean stuff, hardworking activity. That's one of the key parts of league racing, that you're active. Nothing is going to work if you're not active. Share this message to everyone you know who's racing in F1 leagues, and of course remember to advert us as a league, and share this live stream to others before this gets banned and ban alert because of the musics. So share this as up,
Yeah.
or if you have a chance to download this live stream to your, maybe not the phone, but if you have a chance to save this live stream to your own desktop, you can do it as well about half an hour after this stream has ended because of the rendering process. But the clock is showing that it's time to end this live stream. Let's hope for the clean season. No incidents, not that much reporting stuff as we had last season. And by the way, if you didn't know, this season we have a new rule change that the time penalties will be added to the race in what race the penalty has been given. So if you get a time penalty in Australia, the penalty will be added to your Australia race time. So, well, you have to be prepared for some kind of penalties if you do something wrong. So you have to be ready with that. But me and Moto will thank you now, and see you later soon.